Hello A&P students, this is Mr. Becker here to talk about the muscles of the thigh. The muscles of the thigh are broken into 4 primary compartments. The lateral compartment really only has the tensor fasciae latiae discussed in one of my previous videos. So we don't have to talk about that one too much farther than that. But we have a posterior compartment, an anterior compartment, and a medial compartment that we will see in this particular video. Starting on the posterior side here, we have the hamstring muscle group, and the 3 muscles of the hamstring all have sites of origination on the ischial tuberosity, located on the os cox up through here. And if we take a look at these muscles, we have the semitendinosus and the semimembranosus. You can see that one muscle sits on top of the other. And then over here, we have the long heads of the biceps femoris. And if I remove the long head, underneath we can see the short head of the biceps femoris. This is the reason why we can't just call the biceps brachii the biceps, because there are other muscles in the body that have the term biceps in them. And then if we remove the semimembranosus and the semitendinosus, and then roll the hip just a little bit, we can make out the ischiocondylar part of the adductor magnus right here. And then as I roll a little farther, we're now moving into the medial compartment where we can make out the pubofemoral part of the adductor magnus located right here. Sitting over the top of the adductor magnus, we can see right here is the gracilis muscle. And then coming from behind here, we can make out the adductor longus muscle located right here. And then on the front side here, just barely poking out right here, is the pectineus muscle, and here's the other side of the adductor longus muscle being shown right here. All right, finally we're into the anterior compartment, and we can see one of the transition muscles here. This long muscle here is the sartorius, also known as the weaver's muscle. It allows us to be able to sit up from crisscross applesauce to stand straight up. And then as I roll around, we can make out the muscles of the quadratus femoris muscle group. We have the vastus medialis on one side, the vastus lateralis on the other side, and then here we can make out the rectus femoris located in the center. And then underneath that is where we would find the vastus intermedius. All 4 of these come together in a common tendon, which you can see is very large and thick. So this is the quadriceps femoris tendon, which extends across the patella and forms the patellar ligament, which is going to insert onto the tibial tuberosity. And if I move my hand out of the way, you can see there's the tibia down on the bottom of the foot. So the quadriceps femoris muscle group comes together to form the patellar ligament located over here. And so these are the muscles of the thigh.